It's like dessert for breakfast. Blueberry cheesecake crunch overnight oats, and they're high protein. Let's make them. It's time for our weekly overnight oats. What are overnight oats? They're oats that you make. They taste like dessert. You can have them for breakfast. You can have them for snack. You can have them for lunch. You can have them for dinner. You can have them for dessert. This week we're doing a blueberry cheesecake crunch, okay? These things are my favorite. And as you know, I make extra. I take them to the gym and I share them with my friends at the gym. So let's get going, okay? We're gonna get us a bowl. That one should be big enough. I hope. Who knows? Who knows? Nope, we're not doing that yet. Listen, Gordon Ramsay might be my bestie, but I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in a kitchen. I mean, I do, but it's usually filled with a lot of chaos. Mainly because the squirrels like to go on their own little journeys in my noggin, and I call them back for a team meeting all the time, but they don't listen. I'm firing them left and right, and they're still showing up for work, okay? Before we get to the overnight oats, we have to make the crunch for the top, okay? Now, I thought this one out. I've been making blueberry cheesecake overnight oats for quite some time. Never have I done this to them. So this is new, okay? I almost forgot to get the most important part out of the freezer. It's the blueberries. How funny. If you hear that water in the background, my husband's taking a shower. I need to weigh these out. I need my scale over here. Okay, hold on, because we need to organize. I forgot what we were doing. I was organizing, but there was something I was gonna do right before that. Oh. For our blueberry cheesecake crunch overnight oats, we need to make our crunch topping first, okay? So here I've got 4 tablespoons of keto dark chocolate chips. You can use whatever kind of chocolate chip you want. I've also got 1 serving of the blueberry Catalina Crunch blueberry muffin. And then I've got some sliced almonds. So to these chocolate chips, I'm just gonna give them a little spritz of neutral oil. Neutral means it doesn't have flavor. Okay, so you don't want olive oil, you could use coconut oil, you could use a little bit of Crisco, but we're gonna melt these down in 30-second increments in a moment, not right now. We are going to take our Catalina Crunch and our almonds and throw them together on our board. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more Catalina Crunch because I want these to have a good amount of crunch topping on them. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna take my knife and I'm gonna run it through and just chop these up. That's all done. I'm gonna throw it in a bowl. Now, some people don't like the Catalina Crunch because of the sweetener used in it. I've gotten used to it over time. If you don't like the sweetener that is in the Catalina Crunch, you can use any type of other protein cereal, or you can just use Cinnamon Toast Crunch, okay? It doesn't have to be all of my ingredients. You can make this however you need to make it. But I do need more chocolate chips. This is not enough. I can promise you that. With as much as this as I got, we need more. So I think I'm gonna do 6 servings. Should be good. Microwaving this, 30-second intervals, stirring in between. While that's going for rounds, we're gonna take half of our almond and Catalina Crunch mixture and spread it out over a piece of parchment or wax paper. It only took about a minute for that magic to happen. Now we're just gonna go and we're gonna spread that chocolate over top of this. Thin it out as much as you can, but don't stress about it, okay? This is not the end of the world if it's not all perfect. We're not the fucking Kardashians, we're humans, okay? And yes, I meant what I said and I said what I meant. Thank you very much. If your chocolate starts to firm up, just throw it back in the microwave for a few seconds. A fork helps really thin it out. True that. The rest of the crunchies are gonna go over that chocolate, and then the rest of the chocolate over the crunchies. Now keep in mind, if you're doing this for like meal prep or something, with this crunch topping, you're not gonna be able to get an exact measurement, okay? So guesstimate a little bit high on it to make sure you hit your goals for the day. That's what I do when I make something like this. I just guesstimate an extra 50 or so calories and usually in the safe zone. Boom. How beautiful is that? So beautiful, just like you. I'm just gonna flip this real quick to make sure all these pieces are on chocolate of some sort. We don't wanna waste any crunch. Okay, we're putting this aside. Letting it just harden up. Okay, that's what she said. Okay, now we're on to the blueberry cheesecake overnight oats. I'm making a bigger batch. If you do not want to make the full batch, I'm gonna give you the recipe for 1 individual serving, okay? That's gonna start off with 1/2 cup of the ultra filtered milk. However, because I'm making a big batch, I'm doing 3 cups. Okay, good talk. A little bit more milk. Now this is gonna account for some protein. You can substitute it out with almond milk, cashew milk, whatever kind of milk you want. Feel free to do that, okay? I just go for this because it boosts the protein. 3 cups of milk. amazing. This next ingredient, you don't have to get the exact ingredient. However, I highly suggest you do because this does play very well into the flavor of the cheesecake, okay? Chobani 20-gram vanilla bean yogurt. It's the thickest yogurt, and it's the one that I have found anytime I do cheesecake flavor, anything in the little healthy realm, you go for this and it just, mwah, it's so perfect. So I'm gonna do for each individual serving, you would do a 1/4 cup of this yogurt. I'm doing 6 servings, so I'm doing 1.5 cups, also known as 380 grams. What was I just thinking about? We're also gonna add per serving 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, also known as 6 tablespoons for this batch, or 72 grams, okay? Sometimes if I'm doing strawberry or something with like a lot of seeds in it, I will grind these down. That way it's not too textury. But if you're not a fan of chia seeds, definitely grind them down. There we go, 72 grams on the money. Each individual serving will also get 1/2 serving of instant oats, okay? These are just the ready oats, they're ready in a minute. So I'm doing 6 servings, 120 grams of instant oats. You can use steel cut oats, whatever. I accidentally got these because it was all Dollar General had, and I love them so much more with overnight oats. Like the regular rolled oats are great, but these, like you don't even have to wait to eat them. You can just eat them right away, which is what I love about it. Okay, 120 grams or 20 grams per serving, also known as a 1/4 cup. There you go. Per serving, we're also going to add 1 tablespoon of the sugar-free Jell-O cheesecake pudding mix. That's a lot of words to say all at once. Oh my gosh. So 6 tablespoons total. And then this is one of my all-time favorites. This is probably my favorite brand of protein ever, Rise. This is the blueberry muffin. So for each serving, you would do 1/2 scoop of protein powder, okay? We've got 6 servings in there, so we're doing 3 scoops. Now, the Rise with what I love about their proteins is the flavor is on point, and a lot of the fruit ones have like bits of dehydrated fruit in them. Oh, so magical. So the blueberry one, the strawberry shortcake roll one, that's amazing too. I love all of Rise proteins. And then if you don't have that, just use vanilla protein, okay? Just use vanilla protein, that works too. Then, last but not least, we've got the world's best blueberries, okay? These are the Wyman's Wild blueberries, and they are phenomenal. They're a wild blueberry from Maine, and they're much, much smaller than normal blueberries, right? Much smaller than normal blueberries, but the flavor they have is so much more intense. So, for each one, we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of these frozen blueberries. So 1.5 cups total. I get those from Walmart in the freezer section. Now that's all together, we're gonna get in here and we're gonna mix. Everyone I've ever made these for goes nuts over them. I think the blueberry cheesecake flavor is like the #1 flavor that gets requested. Or the peanut butter chocolate one. That one goes crazy too. I think I wanna do a peanut butter banana oat soon. Been craving it. Boom. Now this is gonna give you 6 8-ounce servings, a little bit more actually because the weight of the blueberry goes into it, but just split it into 6 equal portions. And that's what your that's what your macros will break down to be. I am having a hard time using words today, you guys. It's who I am. I had to turn a fan on our cookie crunch. See how thick it's already setting up to be? I'm telling you, shit's like dessert. It is so good. My bestie Gordy Ramsay should give it a taste because he knows how amazing I am. It's not a surprise. It's not a shock. I'm telling you, we're just manifesting the shit out of it. Anyways, I'm gonna portion these into 4-ounce containers. That's usually what I go for, 112 grams. I ended up getting 15 containers, so. But just split yours into 6, okay? My portions are gonna be wonky because I weighed mine out to exact grams. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try one of these because they look really good. My chocolate hasn't set yet though, but what I plan on doing once it's set, I've got these little containers. I'm just gonna scoop a little bit in here, put a lid on it. That way it stays crunchy, and give them just like that with the topping on top, you know? Because nobody wants like a not crunchy topping. Anyways, I'm gonna grab a little bit of this off of here because it's still in the process of setting. We're just gonna scoop it on there, right? Because we gotta give it a taste. So this is it, blueberry cheesecake crunch overnight oats. I'm only having a bite of this, but I cannot wait. It's gonna be better once it sets up a little bit in the fridge, I promise. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh no, get back here. You're not falling. Oh my God. Oh my goodness gracious. How do I come up with this? I'm telling you, this Neuro Spicy Noggin, genius. Absolute genius, because this is a winner. You need to go make this recipe. I'll throw the recipe in the caption. I'll throw it into ChatGibbet and have him type it up for me. Go make these, okay? Fuel your body. This has protein, carbs, fiber, which is a carb. Got some healthy fats with your almond. It's pure fuel for your body, okay? Okay, have a great day, love you, bye.